Hi, guys. Nice to see you again. Even though we've got winds blowing out there, it's not really strong here in Jacksonville. So, thankfully, um, right now, the hurricane has been updated to a category 4 with maximum winds of 130 miles an hour. And it's located 120 miles west of Tampa currently, moving north northeast at 23 miles an hour. So it's picked up wind speed. It was traveling at 12, so it's doubled in speed. Um, so hopefully it'll blow in and blow out and not stay around too long. But it's a strong storm. So those over on the west coast are going to be greatly affected by it. A lot of strong storm surges and everything going on. So let's greet everybody. I saw Full Time Dream, Ron and Judy. Hi, guys. Nice to see you on here. And Mobile Tech is here. I lost some of my earlier comments. There we go. There's Code 4 for Life. Hi, Don. How are you? There's Donna. Hi. How's it going, Donna? What you been up to? Ken and Carla. Hey, guys. We're certainly safe here. It's really been fairly nice today. Earlier today, we had a couple of showers, a little bit of wind, but wasn't bad. I'd say maybe 12 to 15 mile an hour winds. So not anything horrible. And even now, it's can't see out the window. It's not blowing too bad. So in Pennsylvania, good. You're up far enough north. Hopefully, it's not going to be there. Hey, Bob and Sharon, how are you guys? Sharon, I hope you're doing better every day. I think about you all the time. And thanks so much for popping in tonight. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you guys. I'm here in Jacksonville. I'm not that far from you. I can come and visit and sit, and Bobby can go out for the day or whatever. But you know, I don't want to intrude on your peace and your routine, but I'm here. If you need me for anything, please let me know. Good to have you on. Safe in Illinois. In Tennessee, have had 24 hours of nonstop rain. Oh, wow. We had that a couple of weeks ago here. It just seemed to never stop. And I had a spot in the back corner of my yard that fills up with rain once the ground gets really saturated. You're safe from the hurricane. Good job. West Virginia and okay in your area. Although I see that the rain is forecasted to hit up into Virginia and West Virginia. So you're probably going to get effects of it later on down the road. Hurricane Hillary here in Nevada. That's funny. Just dreary there. Let's hope it doesn't get bad. Hey, Jennifer, how are you? For once, the hurricane's not headed into Texas. How about that? You never know with these hurricanes. They usually hit Florida, Louisiana, or Texas. Most generally. Everybody's just saying hi. Poor old Travis Roberts going to get hit again in Taylor County. Oh, wow. They have an evacuation order there. I saw a post online about it. They should have already been out by noon, I think, yesterday. Ken said, don't forget the croissants. Ah, that's for sure. Those things are good. I would never. Hey, Don, how are you? Glad to see you can make it. There's some days here. Hi, Kim and Daryl. How are you? I'm sure the weather is better wherever you are right now. Tell them we said hi. There's Miss Kimmy. Been talking to people on my ham radio that are out there. That's always fun. Kind of get the scoop. Crazy weather ends before we head to Texas in a few weeks. Oh, let's hope so too. But depending on where you're going in Texas, hurricane season runs through November 30th. So, and September is kind of the crux of the high point of the hurricane season. But into September and August, you usually see a lot. But I've seen hurricanes in early November, so it's not to say that they won't be there. Yeah, it's supposed to be heading north, but by then it'll just be a tropical depression. So, but it can still have a lot of rain and wind. And one time we were having a hurricane down here, and I had driven out to the west panhandle to get out of the storm, and then I wanted to head north just to try to stay out of storm damage and stuff. So I went clear up into northern Georgia to the Amicalola Falls State Park. And it was closed because of the hurricane. The tropical depression winds came through there and tore out a bunch of trees. So you just never know what damage these things are going to inflict further north. It's really kind of crazy. Yes, I agree, Donna. He gives some very good detailed information on where the storms are going to be tracking and how severe they're going to be, and will be 1 hour west of Corpus Christi. So yeah, so keep an eye on the weather. She's getting a lot by now. I'm sure she is. Yeah, that part of the coast is really going to get hit. We'll surely be giving you a call. Sharon is back in the hospital for oh gosh, she has severe kidney infection, but she is getting better. Well, I'm glad that she's getting treated, and Baptist facilities are all really good in my book. I was a Baptist employee for many years, and I wouldn't tell you that if I didn't mean it. But, if you just need somebody to go sit with her, let me know. Call me, Bobby. Hopefully you still got my phone number. And if you don't, just reach out Messenger and I'll send it to you. I did a lot of home care for 9 years. So I'm pretty good with that, taking care of people. Oh, Stanley. Cool. And temps and weather's beautiful. How nice is that? Stanley's a pretty nice place to be. I love it in that whole Idaho area in there. It's just gorgeous. Beautiful place. Hey, Kevin. Ordered Starlink. Very nice. Very nice. Well, good. I think eventually most of us will. Right now, it's not a possibility for me, but glad to see that you're going to have something that you can rely on. Absolutely. Keep praying for that, Sharon, because she's a fighter, but she certainly could use the power of prayer. Sending prayers and loves to Sharon. Tell Sharon I pray for her every day. Even though you haven't met her, they're wonderful people. Lots of prayers coming through to my home and care for me when I'm crippled. You bet. I would do that. You just have to say, I need your help, and I would get there. Did you get the mini? Lou is loving hours, but right now it's paused. Oh, well, and that's the good thing that you can do that, and doesn't cost you a whole arm and a leg. Very nice. Nice to know. Save some money if you're going to do it. Amen. Lots of prayers for Sharon. We all love Sharon. They took NFL off Starlink. Oh, that's funny. Is that a joke or is it true? No, the mini has limited data. Oh, and that you have to pay. Oh, gosh. Yeah, they should. I haven't even looked recently because it's not in my immediate future. So I haven't looked to see what prices and everything are right now. You have the regular portable. Right, not 8, and I'm kidding, Kevin. Okay. So I will show you what I had to do to prepare for the hurricane. Because we knew that it was coming on the West Coast and that more than likely we weren't going to be receiving a lot of really strong winds. But I do have a situation where I was concerned about the tree in my front yard because the branches were getting so long that they were starting to overhang the driveway where I parked my truck. So I didn't want limbs to snap and end up on my roof or on the hood of the truck because they're very long and very heavy. It's a maple tree. This is the tree. And this was taken after Justin trimmed some of the branches back. So you can see the cul-de-sac down there at the end of the road. So I was taking this from my front door, and the tree is a little left of the front door there. So that's why that picture is there like that. So if you can see, there's like a little spot there, kind of in the middle of the picture where he trimmed a branch back. And then the other one was this one in the middle of this picture, but he took about 4 or 5 limbs off of that. But the limbs had limbs, and we put them in the backyard until we can cut them down and set them out for the yard waste to come and get them. But that's all the limbs that he cut off of just those 2 little spots in the tree. But they would have really damaged my truck, had they snapped. And we've had some limbs break off during tropical storm force strong winds. So I didn't want to take the chance. And thankfully, Justin used to work for a tree service. So he has experience doing that kind of thing. He currently works in the, I don't know how they describe it as lawn maintenance or whatever, but he works on a golf course and does, the maintenance on the golf course, which also includes sometimes trimming trees and things like that. So it comes in handy. So anyway, I took a snapshot of this picture that this was from radar a couple of hours ago, and you see how far north the rain is already getting impacted by the storm that's west of Tampa. So that just kind of lets you know how involved the rest of of the United States can become from a hurricane. I don't ever really remember seeing all that uh, so much when I was younger with hurricanes, but things have certainly changed. There are a number of people that I have seen posts from on Facebook where they're looking for locations to travel to, and a lot of this is probably people who are traveling down to Florida at this time of year to spend the winter, and don't really know where to go. I'll show you one that, and here is a post from Facebook that this Graceland Buildings of Milton has offered a lot to anyone that needs a place to park. There's all kinds of different posts that I've seen on Facebook of people offering a place for maybe one or two rigs to park if they needed to get out of where they were at. So I think it's very nice that people are offering a little bit of refuge to people who are in need and need to evacuate right now. So that's really great to see. All right, where were we? Yes, you do need to catch up and watch your everybody's videos. Me too. I've started watching a little bit better. Mine is activated right now because I just came back from a trip and leaving on another one on Monday. Cool. Yeah, I saw that you were in one of your favorite little campgrounds there with your 48 trailer, and that's pretty cool. How did it do? Any problems? Looked like it was fine. No video for me, Dawn. I suspect Daryl doesn't have one either. Don't poke the bear. Don't poke the bear. I have YouTube TV, so as long as I can get them, I'm good. That works. That's one option. True. What's the temps in Idaho? A standard kit, 2 limited. Right now at 5:15 at 74 degrees. Ooh, nice. That's nice. It's like, I don't know, it was 86 earlier. I mean, it's windy, and you go outside and you look outside, it's 81 right now, but it's hot. For 81, it's hot and very, very, very humid, of course, with all the weather. So I was looking for a little bit cooler temperatures, but it's not happening yet. Price of StreamYard, but now we get 180 when you renew. I'll have to look at when that, I think I may have already renewed. Kevin Starlink still only charges $115 a month. That's nice for unlimited and mobility. That's really cool. Glad your price didn't go up. They just kind of grandfathered your plan in, huh? We left 8,800 feet elevation as it got cold. Yeah, at 8,800, I can see why. And Ken and Carla, I think I saw a comment earlier that you guys put your new trailer in for Armor All roof. That's good. Glad you can do that. That's have you had any issues with it, or is it just preventative at this point? 6,000. That's probably pretty good right now. 6,000. Low 40s now, just north of Dolores, Colorado. Just yeah, really. 7640. They hooked up with Jim and Deb. Hi, Jim and Deb, if you're on there. Very good. That'll be nice to have some company. Nice, right on the Salmon River. Love that. I love that. 23% humidity. Very nice. Okay, good job. The 210 road, Kim. And to replace the TV in the living room. Well, that's not so bad for TVs anymore, I don't think. 4.5 years. Could be worse. So, getting back to the topic at hand, I think that the biggest thing that a lot of people, and most of y'all know this, so would this information would be for anybody new that's watching, or people that watch and don't comment, but you always need to make sure that you're watching the weather carefully in the area that you're going to in or going to be in, and make sure that you have an exit plan in case something happens. It's really important to know. Just like I said, there's so many posts out there from people needing to get out and not knowing where they can go. So you need to make sure that you have that plan A, plan B, plan C in place in case of any kind of a storm, whether it's a hurricane or severe thunderstorms, possible tornadoes, fires. That can end up being a problem. Snowstorms. And then you always need to think about what supplies you need to have on hand. So you always need to make sure that you have plenty of water and that you have food enough for 2 or 3 days. If you're not going to be able to get out to an area that's safe, if you're going to end up being, trapped somewhere, you need to make sure that you have food to eat. And then make sure that you have an emergency radio, like a transistor radio, battery powered radio that you can hear weather or National Weather Service. And make sure that you keep all of your electronics powered up. If you have like portable power banks, charge them up and make sure, because sometimes you run out of power and it may be days before that's restored. So you always have to make sure that you have some access to power, and some non-perishable food that you can eat. So just some tips and tricks. If you guys can think of anything else that's really an urgent thing, please put it in the comments for anyone who is not done this kind of traveling for a long period of time. Let's see. An earthquake on the road, yeah. Tell you, the chipmunks here are smaller. Yes, in Colorado they are smaller. I agree. You think that's what you have, Kevin? It's not that the wind blows, it's what the wind blows. Yes, very sure. And especially like if you're stationary, you always have to make sure anything that could fly around or become a projectile, you need to put them in some place where they're not going to get caught by winds. Don't go where there's hurricanes. Yeah. My dad was like that. For years, I tried to get him to move down here with us before he passed away, and he wouldn't ever do it until I just had to bring him here. But he always used the excuse he didn't like hurricanes because he was afraid, of hurricanes. That's like, Daddy, we live near Tornado Alley, and you don't have any indication of when that's going to occur. With a tornado, we have about a 3-day lead time. If we feel like we're going to need to go, we can already start preparing. He just wouldn't listen to it. But I do like to have that lead time and know ahead of time if I need to go and have a plan in place. So, hi PJ, how are you? And there's Miss Summer. Hey. Any hurricanes in your area? Run, white Chuck. Agree. Yeah. That's us too, for sure. Hey, stitching it up, capturing country life. Hi there. Nice to see you on. Glad you could make it. Just went Cat 4. Yep. They've upgraded it. So what's the wind speed now, Bobby? It was like 130 mile an hour maximum winds a little bit ago. Highway 210 west of Stanley is completely, oh no. Oh, that's terrible. That was such a beautiful area. I keep checking in on my family. Highway 75 south of Stanley on the Salmon River. Very cool. Such the Salmon River is just so beautiful. I loved where we camped there in that spot that Bobby told us about. Thankfully, it was just a beautiful, beautiful location. We got to park right on the river and spend 2 weeks there. It was just absolutely gorgeous. Loved it. Yeah, it is awful. Fox News. Yes, Fox News is the best thing to watch. I certainly won't watch ABC, but we won't get into that topic. So, anyway, I got me some Chinese food to eat here in a little bit. I was hungry for some Chinese food. I haven't had any in probably 2 or 3 months, and I just had to taste for it for the last couple of weeks. So, finally, tonight, since I'm not cooking, I had my daughter go run and get us some. So that's pretty cool. And then a couple of days ago, I made my first pumpkin treat for the season, and I made some delicious pumpkin bread. So I've been enjoying that with my coffee in the morning. It's really delicious. Anybody else got any favorite foods they've been having lately? Yeah, for sure. Shh on that. So anyway, what's everybody else? You made Chinese tonight. That's cool. It's just the night for Chinese. And with the storm and everything outside, it just was a nice night not to have to cook. So anyway. 2-day camping trip to near Sonora, California, in the Sierra foothills. Cool. We stayed at 3 Links Campground. Only one other camp. Oh, how nice is that? Wow. That's very fortunate. I love it when it's like that. It's nice just to be in a nice spot, and it's nice and quiet. So that's wonderful that you had that experience. That's really good. I always like Monday through Thursday in a campground. And then after that, it usually fills up for the weekend. No, 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 no. I love pumpkin anytime. It's my favorite. Absolutely my favorite. I would eat a pumpkin pie in July. Amazing pesto at a place in Gettysburg. Nice. Oh, your Gettysburg trip. Are you guys there now? Oh, how wonderful. I hope you're enjoying it. Tell us what all you've done so far. Carnivore. So a nice steak is awesome. I love a good steak. I could never just be a vegetarian. I love meat. I love my vegetables as well, but I could never just do vegetables. Isn't that nice? That's really good. Casey's. I love Casey's. Pumpkin donuts are good. Casey's does good pizzas too. True. Yes, that's a winner every time. You love beef. I love beef too. Steak, hamburger. Um, I like beef tenderloins. Just any of it. I just love beef. I love a good roast, but it's gotten so expensive. I can't even hardly afford to buy a roast. So I've been buying here in Florida. They have Milanese. I don't know how you really say it. Mobile Tech, you may know, being out west. But anyway, it's basically a top round steak sliced really thin. And you see it all the time here because it's used more in Mexican and Cuban dishes. And I haven't really thought about how to fix it before, but it was more affordable, shall I say. And so I bought a package of it and cut it up into like enough for 3 different meals. And I'm going to use some of them. I'm going to try, we're going to do some fajitas with it. So I'm going to, cross cut it. And then I'm going to use some of it to do like Philly cheesesteaks. And then I don't know what I'll do with the other package, but I'm just looking at what all I can do with it. Some of the recipes I'm seeing online are just like fry it like a steak sandwich or like a fritter to put a batter on it and fry it. So that's another possibility. But it's interesting. So, but I do love steak. Yes, pumpkin pie is my favorite. Um, but I always adapt recipes because I like my pumpkin pie a little bit spicier than what they have in the recipes. But that's just me. Twin Lakes, Bridgeport. Yep, that's where I see you a lot. Yeah. How did they like Gettysburg? I'm sure they loved it. California mountain air does not smell as nice as the Pacific Northwest. I think a lot of it's there's so many fires. I could be wrong. Just left Gettysburg. It was for some downtime. Oh, nice. We have been to all the tourist attractions before. Camped at the Big Wheel RV Park, about a half a mile from Crooked River. Oh, okay, very good. Okay, well, I'll get in touch with you and come for a visit. How's that? I would love that. Just got back yesterday, loved it. Did the diorama museum. Dawn and Kevin loved that. I didn't go to that. Of course, the battlefield for 2 days. Yeah. You could really almost take 4 or 5 days to do all the battlefields intensely. That was a very emotionally provoking trip for me. It just really makes you think. I got to write this down so I don't forget where Bobby says that. RV Park. Okay, got it. Porterhouse, tenderloin, or I'm sorry, T-bone, either one, baked potato and a salad. You betcha. That's just like meal fit for a king. Skirt steak. The first time I ever really had skirt steak, because I always thought it was probably going to be too tough, too fatty to eat. Miss Kim fixed a skirt, or was it a flank steak? One or the other, skirt, flank. I think it's kind of an interchangeable term. But she made it so delicious. It was like melt in your mouth kind of taste. And that was my first time ever experiencing it. It was really good. It is awesome. Oh, but I cannot. So I still buy beef. Call me crazy. You have one of your own cows and you can't eat it. I think there's a lot of people like that. I would certainly eat it for you. But I get it. There's a lot of people that feel that way. I would love to have some good venison in my freezer. But here in Florida, unless you go out and hunt it, and I'm not hunting in Florida because there's snakes. So that's not happening. But I love venison. I would love to have some venison in my freezer. You prefer hamburger to steak? In a pinch, I do love a good hamburger if it's good lean hamburger. I like the 85-15 or the 90% lean. I don't like the 70-30 for sure. It's just way too greasy and gristly. The lower down you go, the more gristle you get in your meat, and it's just not as good. Yeah, I can't go vegan either. Absolutely not. Like G for a reason, Carla and Don. Yeah, exactly. You eat cows, therefore you eat grass. We're kind of vegan. So technically, we're kind of vegan. Yeah, I guess. If you eat cows and cows eat grass, you're eating grass. So you're counting that as vegan? That's hilarious. Grass-fed cows. Yep. Most are not. May have to check out that area. Yeah, now you want steak? Here we go. We're talking food again. That's what happens. Everybody gets hungry. Stuffed venison backstraps. I've never had that, but it sounds really delicious. Maybe I'll have to make a trip up there. Oh my gosh. Yes, ma'am, for sure. There's Miss Kathy. Hi, Kathy. How are you? Good to see you. How are you doing up there in Michigan? Mouth watering for a good steak now. Yeah, for sure. North of Bodie, the mother of all ghost towns. Cool. Well, hi there, Tess and Nathan. How are you? How's your weather there in California? Probably better than mine. At least there's no hurricanes over there for you. Just north of Bodie. Yeah, I saw that already. That came in twice. All right, good elk roast. Oh, you're talking my language. Oh my gosh. I just love game meat. I really do. I love elk. I love venison. I love buffalo, Don. I haven't tried bear, but I'd really love to. I've heard it's really pretty good. But yeah, I love game meat. The more, the merrier. I think it just tastes really good. Offering Mr. Ken a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in a bit. Poor Mr. Ken. Feed that man some steak. Just a little better than where you are. Yeah, just a little better indeed. Up north, send some cool weather down to Texas. For sure. That would be a great thing to do, wouldn't it? Where in Texas are you? We have Miss Jennifer's on here from Texas. I'm not much of game meat, but you tell Scotty if he makes it for me, I'll try it. Yeah. Yeah, game meat's good. It has to be cooked right and prepared right. now that we have a pellet smoker. You're talking Kevin's language now. Doing good. They closed the store I was working at. Oh, can get on here. Going up north for a month. Oh, nice. Till it cools down a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, haha. Our plum out of moose this year. I haven't tried that either. I would love to try that. I bet it's just as good as elk. You beat me to it, Don. Air fry some bison wings. Oh, Buffalo Wild Wings. Make campfire pies. Cool. I've never done that. That would be fun to do. It's something I haven't done yet. I'll have to try that. Maybe we'll do that in January. What do you guys think? 30 minutes from Fort Worth. Very nice. I really enjoyed my time in Texas this year. It was hot for a while and pretty windy, but I had a few good camp spots there. So I really enjoyed my time there this year. But I'd love to, one place I really want to see in Texas is Garner State Park? I've heard it's beautiful there. When I made them, I add cream cheese. Oh, nice. Good tip. So, do you use biscuit dough or croissant dough? How do you make yours? Do you use bread? I've seen people do it like that. So just interested to see how you do it, Kathy. Dropped a few degrees today with this cool front. Nice. Very nice. So good. Come to courtside. I miss everyone. You use jam instead of pie filling. Cool. Nice to know. That makes it a little bit easier too. I am running out of my huckleberry preserves, and I'm just like, it's going to be forever before I get any more. I had one jar left, and I've kind of hoarded it for quite a while, and I finally opened it 2 or 3 weeks ago. And it's a small little jar, so there's not a whole lot there. So I've been just, kind of just a taste here and there on my toast. And how to do my camp host. All right. Thanks, Ron and Judy, for being here. Glad to see you made it. I appreciate it. You use bread. I've heard a lot of people do that. So I was just curious to see. So basically bread and jam with a little cream cheese. That's pretty cool. That would work. Makes a nice little treat. It's something simple. I love simple things like that when we're out camping. And January will be a good time to do it. Yes. My 3 Great Danes literally slept 20 hours a day in the air conditioning in August. I do not doubt that a bit. It does get hot there for sure. When was I there? When did we go to the Alamo, Jennifer? Oh, Plaza. March 20th. So I was there in March, probably February and March. I spent pretty much in Texas. And it was pretty warm. So I can't even imagine July and August there. Yeah, same thing. late May. No, it was actually in March. Yes, she is. Butter the bread like a grilled cheese and use pie irons. I have a pie iron here. You put pie irons. When it's done, you put powdered sugar on it. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. See you next time. Full-time dream. RV with 3 Great Danes. That's a good question. Like, that would have to be a pretty big RV. No, we have land. That's good because Great Danes need some space to wander. Well, right now he's out there in the living room barking, wanting more food. Can you even imagine that? No, Stephanie and Justin are in the other room, and so they're probably trying to get him to let him outside. I said 3 dog. Yeah, 3 dog night for sure. You wouldn't have to worry in the wintertime with that, would you? Absolutely. How is Rambo? That's a good question. Hope his ear's better. As far as Ziggy is concerned, his leg's about the same. I don't know that it's ever going to get any better. And still has issues on the flooring here. But there's no way I'm going to carpet the whole place again. That's just ridiculous and far too much work. I really like the laminate floors. So I don't know what the answer is for Ziggy. I've put a couple of runners down in the living room for him to be able to get back and forth from his little setting spot where his bed is to the back door where they go out and go to the bathroom. All right, stitching it up. Thank you for coming in. We appreciate you being here. Make sure you give a thumbs up if you would. Everybody, make sure and hit that thumbs up button for me. Kind of helps. I haven't been putting out a lot of videos or anything lately, so anything at all will help me. And I would appreciate you for it. So, doing well, the blood vessels filling up again, but seems to stay at a tolerable level. You know what? I'm not sure why they wouldn't just take like a little silver nitrate. You know, once they drain that out, why don't they just take a little silver nitrate and seal that up so that it doesn't do that again? Maybe ask them about that. How much rain are we supposed to get? It's not raining right now, and it's like it'll rain for maybe 10, 15 minutes at a time, and then it'll quit for, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours. Earlier today, we had a lot of sunshine. So let's check the hourly. So it's going to be more overnight, it looks like, from 11 p.m. To about 3 a.m. when it goes from 90% chance down to 62% chance of rain. But I don't know. We might get 1 to 2 inches here, but I don't think we're going to get more than that. So I think Jacksonville's fine. Not anything I've had to worry about. And then I'm going to ask them. It seems like they could exactly. That's what it does, is cauterize that vessel so that it doesn't do that anymore. Just ask them. You can take like a little silver nitrate stick and just cauterize that. Actually, I think you can even buy those online if you wanted to do it yourself. So that's a thought, something to think about. But anyway, All right, guys. I think I've about run out of things to say. So I think I'm going to go and eat my lo mein. It was nice talking with everybody. I'm glad to see y'all. Wish I was there with you. Can't wait till I can get back on the road, but we've been down that road and I'm not going back down it because I can't do anything about it right now. It was good to see everyone. Thank you. Happy Chinese. All right, guys. I love you all. Please take care. Don't forget me. I'm hopefully going to be back out on the road before the end of my lifetime. Good to see you, Melody, Mobile Tech. Good night. Love you guys. Take care. Be safe. See you in 2 weeks.